Hello, everyone. It's Keisha Nicole, and our friends over at the Houston Area Urban League have served the greater Houston community for over 54 years, providing social services to Black and other marginalized communities. And today they are not here to talk about COVID relief efforts, but also a bunch of other programs they provide. Let me introduce our guests. First, we have Judson Robinson III, who is the president and CEO. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Keisha?
Great. How are you?
I'm great. Great to be with you and all your peeps.
I'm so glad you're here. And we also have Ramel Williams, Workforce Development and COVID Outreach Manager. Hello, Ramel.
Hello, how are you, Keisha Nicole? Good to be here.
I am great. I want to start with you, Ramel, since I have you here.
Sure.
So I want to know first, what are some of the incentives that you guys have for these COVID vaccinations? Because I know that you're here to talk about that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So for the past several months now, starting in March, we have been really having a strong effort to make sure that Houstonians are getting vaccinated. One way that we're doing this is through incentivizing those that are getting the COVID-19 vaccination shot. So currently, if you are receiving your first or second dose, you are eligible to receive a $50 gift card for those shots.
Okay.
And at some events, similar to what we had yesterday evening, we were also incentivizing those that received a booster, which was $25.
Okay.
Just real quickly, yesterday we had a wonderful event at our 5260 Griggs office. We actually vaccinated 123 individuals.
Wow.
We gave out about $8,400 in incentives to families. We saw over 250 individuals. So families came in, families of 4, 5, up to 8 individuals in a family were able to walk away with the gift cards that can really help them provide for their family and get schools supplies and clothes.
I know a lot of people are still on the fence about the COVID-19 vaccine. And for those people that are on the fence about it, because, there's a lot of rumors and people say this about it or that about it, how can somebody get educated on the COVID-19 vaccine?
Yes, so we are at several different events. So we partner with Houston Independent School District, the City of Houston Health Department, and also Harris Public Health. So if they want to get some more information, we'd be more than glad to engage with them at those events, or they can call our office as well. But also we do a phone banking, or they can just stop by the office and one of the navigators will be able to have a conversation with them to really try to dispel a lot of those myths that are around the COVID-19 vaccination.
And what's that goal by October? Because I know you guys have a goal.
The goal total right now is 3,200. I am very happy to say that as of today, we are over 2,500 shots in arms that we have done. So we are very well on our way. But 32, we're looking to surpass that. So we will continue to provide these resources and really try to get people and families safe by getting the vaccination.
And you guys know we are in Black Business Month. The Urban League has been around forever. And I do want to talk to you, Mr. Judson, and about the Urban League and the Entrepreneurship Center. Can you tell people at home about that a little bit?
Well, first of all, Keisha Nicole, it is such an honor to be on your show.
Me?
I'm besides myself. Everything people said you were, and we are just so excited to be your special guest today.
Thank you.
So proud of Romeo and his team. Yesterday, like you said, they had just over 100 people to get shots in arms, and that doesn't count the number of families that came through that received the gift cards, the popcorn, the snow cones, all the things that kind of kept people engaged during the course of the day. It's not an easy process. It's not a super quick process. But when you think about a few hours of your time to walk away with $75, I mean, the average person, that we serve every day probably makes around, $7 to $10 an hour.
Yeah.
So to come in and actually get, almost 8 hours worth of pay, if you will, for doing something that's good for you and your community. When you think about it in that way, it really kind of makes a lot of sense. And then, the health navigators, you talk about Black business. We employed, how many folks did we hire, Romel, to do the navigator work?
So we hired 20 navigators.
Okay.
Wow. I'm sorry.
That's 20 folks that are now able to buy, groceries every day, to put gas in their car, to ensure that they're learning something that could be a transferable skill set. Health navigation is a real job these days, and I think it will become even more so. The grant that we have is from HRSA, which is the federal government's Health Resource Service Administration. So that's the H, the R, the S, and the A. So that means that if you can come to the Urban League, learn the skill set, get paid to do it, now you're not only making money, but you're also creating a career path that the federal government has realized is important to do. We've been doing health navigation and all kinds of other navigation for a long period of time. You asked about small business. We've been doing small business development and support and education and contract getting and all that for at least the last 35 years here in Houston, helping people to understand how to navigate the city of Houston's programs, the county's programs, how to get a contract with the Port of Houston or the city of Houston or anywhere else, but learning all the skill sets necessary to make sure that you're ready to do business. That's always been a big part of what we've done. Over the last probably 10 years, you've seen more and more organizations start to really get on track with that as well. And we welcome all the help, because there's a lot of folks out there that are looking to start their businesses. But as we know, most small businesses in their first year fail.
Yes.
Because of poor information, don't have the education. The Urban League provides all those things for you for free. So just like the shop was free, you want to learn how to start your business and you're a very new startup, or even if you're a seasoned business, we can help you with those things. We have a cohort that starts, I want to say this coming end of August, right? So the upcoming month, we'll have a new cohort starting, and you'll start with everything from marketing your business to selling your business one day, right?
Wow.
So A to Z, everything that you need to know to make sure that you're bankable, that you're ready. All the different speakers come in are experts in their field. They come and give this free advice that we take care of. And then, you have the confidence. You have the ability to go out and know that you have the ability to be successful because you have the blueprint to get it done.
Did I lose you guys? I'm sorry. But what, and I know you guys help with a lot of businesses, but what do you see with Black people? Why are Black people hesitant to start businesses? Because I did see, what I will say is during COVID, a lot of people did open up businesses, but some people were afraid to step out and really do it. Why do you think Black people are afraid to open up businesses sometimes?
Well, I think part of it is fear of failing, right? So not knowing what to do, how to get started. We saw a lot of businesses really suffer during COVID. A lot of folks lost their businesses.
Yeah.
So, we learned the importance of making sure that everybody had their back office together. So that when those PPP loans started hitting, people need to know that you need to have this form done and file with the IRS and the taxes, all those things that need to be done, and so that you were in a position to receive that free money that was sent out by the federal government to keep you in business. People, that was a light bulb for all of us.
Yeah.
It's great just to go out and sell your stuff, but if you're not keeping up with your receipts, how it works, and filing stuff timely, then guess what? When the time comes, you might not be in a position to receive the support that you need to stay in business.
And that's so important. And then I know that it's a major election year, Judson. Can you tell us about the work with the Center for Social and Justice Education?
Well, it is just that. It is another way of educating people about what it takes to be election ready, to be voter day ready, to make sure that you know all the rules, all the new rules, thanks to the state of Texas, that we now have to obey if we want to show up and simply vote. It used to be real simple. You could early vote. There's a certain amount of time for that. You could vote on the election day. You'd bring your ID if you needed to, but if you had your voter registration card, that was fine. Even in the last election, we had 24-hour voting. We had drive-through voting.
Yeah.
We put voting on every corner in the city of Houston if you wanted to vote. We had these major election voting locations. And there was a certain rhythm in the air. There was a certain passion. There was a certain, you made me feel like it was a good thing to do. It was the right thing. You made this easy for me. I could take my parents,
Yeah.
my parents, my kids could be in the back seat of my car while I drove through. I mean, it was easy.
Yeah.
And it was convenient. And that's what we need today is ease and convenience. Well, it's not anymore. The state of Texas in the last legislature passed all kinds of additional voter restriction laws that will help to shrink the number of people that are willing to go and show up at the polls. So we've had to redouble our efforts at the Center for Social Justice and Education to ensure that people know how to vote. Now, is that ridiculous or what?
Ridiculous.
We got to do it. We just got to do it because we are not going to be defeated by the games that people play.
And so we have to encourage everybody to get out and vote, but most importantly, educate yourself before you get out and vote. And don't just go on there signing anything because you didn't look over the ballot or you just didn't know. A lot of people don't educate themselves before they go. I want to get back to you because with COVID-19 and these incentives, when can people come down? How quickly can they get this done? And when's the deadline?
There is no deadline for right now.
Oh.
So they can come to any of our events that we have. So today we're at Jack Yates High School today until 7 o'clock. Tomorrow we're at Emancipation Park as well with the city of Houston. So we have several appointments next week that we will be at. Probably the easiest thing to do, if you contact the office, we can let you know exactly where we will be closest to your zip code as well. So you just call the office, we will connect you with one of the navigators and they can direct you to the exact event that you can go to.
Yes, and we have to make sure we get our grandparents out there as well, because I know they don't be on social media like everybody else. So if you're watching right now, you have grandparents, you take them with you to go down there. You can call 713-393-8700. Before we go, is there anything that you all need the people to know?
Well, be sure that you go to that website. A lot of this was a very quick interview. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of things the Urban League does. If you need a job, if you need a home, if you're trying to get healthier, if you're trying to start a business, you need to go to the www.hall.org. There is a wealth of things that we do here at this agency. Romel has almost 30 years plus, I believe, of experience helping to resolve problems that people have. And we've got other people like Romel who are specialists in the areas of education, in the areas of housing, in the areas of entrepreneurship training. We are a resource that's here for the Black, Brown, and other marginalized communities here in this city. We are funded to help our people thrive. I encourage you to go to that website and just tap in, see all the different things that we do and how we can help to make you even more self-sustainable.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much, Romel Williams and Judson Robinson III. Thank you guys so much for joining us here at 97.9 The Box and Radio 1. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
The number, one more time, guys, the number on the website.
www.hall, like a U-Haul, HAUL.org, and 713-393-8700.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right.
Don't
Thank
forget
you.
to vote.
Don't forget to vote. Don't forget
Right.
to educate yourself before you go to the ballots, okay? Don't just check off anything. This is an important year.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Thank you guys so much.
All right. No, thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you guys. All righty.